If you caught the Xbox Game Showcase, you probably noticed a certain iconic purple dragon. Joining us to dive into the Spyro A Realm Beyond announcement and share the latest updates from Toys from Bob are Paul Yan, studio head, and Lou Studdert, associate creative director. Hi guys, welcome to IGN Live.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
We had to clear the room because just Spyro is it's too hype, and there was just too many people, so we had to kick everybody out. But hey, your game's out there in the wild. How do you feel about that?
Very, very excited. I mean, we've been working in stealth for the past 2 years, and it's fantastic to be able to give a little peek, a little glimpse behind the curtain about what we've been building.
Yeah.
Honestly, relieved to finally be able to talk about it. Yeah.
That's always a thing where it's like we were talking before this, and you're like, I've been playing the game or whatever, but like you're never allowed to like tweet about it or post anything about it. You just have to pretend. You're
always working in secret.
Very normal day at the office. Well, speaking of the office, I want to talk first. I know people want to hear about Spyro, but I want to hear about Toys for Bob because you guys are independent now after all these years.
That we are.
How has that changed how you guys are approaching development for your future games?
I'll just say that Spyro A Realm Beyond for us, it represents a return to the types of games that we are most passionate about making.
Yeah.
And I think we have to go back a little bit in history to kind of talk about our journey through this. So we've been a part of Activision since 2005.
Wow.
And we've had a fantastic, successful partnership for over that time. We've done Skylanders, an original IP. We've remade the classic games of Spyro and the Reignited trilogy, and we've done a whole new breath of life for Crash Bandicoot in Crash Bandicoot 4 and Crash Team Rumble. And when we were right around 2022 or so, times changed, and there was a corporate.
What do you mean?
things started to change. There was a lot of things that were shifting in the industry, and particularly for us, there was a corporate mandate for us to move and support larger initiatives.
Right.
Games like Warzone and Overwatch 2. And Toys for Bob stepped up to support those initiatives and support those teams and those games, and we're very proud of the work that we did. But deep down inside, we knew that there wasn't the right fit, and we were getting away from the types of games that we love to make and that we're best known to doing.
Okay.
So that was part of the journey of moving towards independence.
So if I'm a Toys for Bob fan, which I am, by the way.
Thank you.
If I'm a Toys for Bob fan and I'm reading it was earlier this year or last year where you guys announced that you were going independent?
It's 2023. It was that time period.
Been a couple years
it's been
now.
a couple of years.
That too, yeah.
So I'm wondering what you guys are making next, and sure enough, you come back with an Activision title.
Yes.
My first thought would be, are they going to work on something original? Or are they going to, kind of maybe break away from the Activision IP? And you guys did not. So is this something we can expect from Toys for Bob going forward? Like, what made you choose Spyro?
Well, Spyro's been on our minds for a long time. It's part of our DNA. We've been working with the character, through Skylanders and through Reignited, and to be honest, during the Reignited trilogy, that's where the spark of the idea for this game came from.
The spark?
So, yes. So we've been thinking about it for a long time, and we knew that we wanted to go and create an original title for that. So that's where it began. But to your question about still working with Activision, that sounds strange, and I can see the optics of that is a little bit odd. But I can tell you that right around 2023, around that time period, Microsoft was in the process of acquiring Activision.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, we were doing our focus was split across many different support areas, and we were just moving away from the types of games that we were really passionate about doing.
Yeah.
And so with the amount of change that was on the horizon with the acquisition and this transition that was coming up, we felt that was the right time for us to say, let's double down and bet on ourselves in a big way, and let's propose something really radical. So we put forth a plan that said, hey, we would like to buy back our independence and take back creative control, organizational control, financial control, and then spin out as a separate independent company. And in order to focus on the types of games that we love, and also to preserve the team and all the tenure that we've built. And part of that proposal was also building and developing this new game that we've been thinking about for so long, and delivering that for and in partnership with Xbox.
I know I'm not going to get any sort of definitive answer, but have you been thinking about making an original title? Like, is this kind of this is our first like launch of an independent studio, and now we're gonna work on something that's wholly ours?
I mean, the thing with Spyro for us is it's been in the DNA of the studio's history for so long
Yeah.
that we have such an affinity for the character that given the opportunity, we immediately leapt at it. And so as far as anything original, anything else coming down the pipeline, obviously we'll wait and see. But, for us, it's just this amazing opportunity for us to continue to define the future for, a beloved character that means so much to so many players and to us as a studio.
You're like, we're not being held at gunpoint. We
Not
wanted
at
to make
all.
this game.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
No, honestly, it really is something special to us.
Me and you worked together. Well, we shot a video together for Crash 4.
Yeah.
What about like when it came to making Spyro?
Yeah.
Did you feel this confidence because you're like, you know what? We killed it with Crash 4. We're just gonna kill it again.
Well, appreciate the sentiment. Thank you.
Yeah.
I will take that. But, for us, it's really one of the things that we as a studio love to do, especially with these kind of franchises that we've been, working with so long, is identify what makes them tick.
Yeah.
And how we can put a Toys for Bob spin on it, how we can evolve kind of what it means to play one of these franchises. We did it with Crash 4. And for Spyro, again, we had the Skylanders series, we had the Reignited trilogy. And for us, it's just all about knowing and being intimately familiar with a character and being familiar with the franchise and what makes it tick and what defines it.
Yeah.
Right? And so, honestly, it's not really a confidence level as it is we love it too, and we want to see it continue and move forward in ways that it's never done in the past.
Do you ever, like, in this world of, ultra realistic graphics and all that stuff, and you guys are the 3D platformer people, does it warm your heart seeing games like Astrobot win Game of the Year and stuff like that? And you're like, we're still relevant, like we're still in there, People love 3D platformers.
1,000%.
Heck yes.
Yes. Yes.
No, I mean,
Astrobat,
yeah.
or, Rayman, and had their announcement before. It's just
Rayman
like
just got announced.
Yeah.
we would love to see it. Love to see
Good,
it, and I think that's part of our DNA as a studio is we want to bring forth joyful experiences, colorful characters, handcrafted, whimsical worlds, and so. If if more players are attracted to that game, fantastic. That's our wheelhouse. We want to live there.
Absolutely.
The audience is going to kill us if we don't talk about Spyro at all. So
we're
let's
here
talk
for
about one of the You're like, let's do it. Let's talk about one of the something somebody may have heard, which is this is not an original voice actor for Spyro. Who do we got?
Well, it is the original.
It's the
it's
original.
Not a new voice actor. Yes, correct.
Sorry, that's what I meant.
It's all right. Honestly, for us, as I said, we know intimately this character. We love this character, and nothing really embodies Spyro for us more than Tom Kenny voicing and embodying Spyro. And so Tom was who we brought back for the Reignited trilogy. It was who voiced Spyro in some of the original games.
Yeah.
And Tom is just this phenomenal voice actor who is an absolute pleasure to work with and loves this franchise. He was so excited.
It didn't take any convincing.
No, not at all.
We're
And
making a new Spyro game. And he's like,
honestly, he's talking to us in session about his memories of recording it from before, how people come up to him saying that they want a new Spyro game and how excited he is for that. And honestly, it took about 10 seconds for him to get the voice back and the personality back, and we were ready to go in session.
You guys, we don't see a ton of gameplay in the new trailer, but there's a little bit at the end.
Yep.
And there is a dragon flight is kind of the thing we're going for here.
Yeah.
Are we expecting to see more flying in this one, or just more gliding?
I mean, actually, yes. The whole thing that we're showing off today as part of the reveal is the fact that we are trying to amplify what it means to be a dragon in this game.
Okay.
And that means leaning into dragon flight.
Oh, cool.
Now, you can see it in the actual cinematic portion of the trailer, but you're going to be transitioning from ground to air at a moment's notice.
Okay.
Whenever you want as true player freedom. It is
Really?
There's
no thing on the floor that you have to touch.
Not at all.
In the air.
No, it is press a button
now.
and you are flying. And
Okay.
so it's not select levels, it is not gliding, it is true flight. But one of the things that we're showing off in the gameplay portion is we want you interacting with the environment.
Yeah.
We want you diving down to catch speed, using your flame breath to ignite campfires to get lift before flapping your wings to sustain momentum and interacting with the world. So it is active, engaging flight as you're kind of traversing through this environment.
I'm going to give you an easy one.
Okay.
Is this for the olds like me that played Spyro on my PlayStation 1 demo disc?
Sure.
Or is this for the youngs who are playing Astrobot and, recent Nintendo platformers and stuff like that?
For us, this represents, it's hackneyed to say a bit of both, but it is. It is.
That's why I said it was an easy one.
I know. Thank you. But no, we purposely started with, obviously, the fans, ourselves, all of them in mind. That's why we're bringing Tom back. That's why, we're embodying the tone and the personality of this character. But we purposely set ourselves a goal to make this a great inroads for new players. Yeah.
Story-wise, do I need to know what happened in the first 3 games, or?
So we're not talking detail-wise.
Okay.
But again, we wanted to make this as welcoming an onboarding point for new players as could be.
Is there a world where Tom says no and you do it anyways, just with somebody else?
Thankfully, we don't have to live in that world.
Yeah.
Thankfully, we don't have to live in that world. Tom is a delight, and honestly, happy to be part of the crew.
Okay, cool. All right, well, let's talk about, before we crash out really quick, we got to talk about the release, because you guys did kind of tease it, and platforms too.
Yeah.
Were you guys, was there any sort of mandate to try to have this as an Xbox exclusive, or as an indie, you guys, or as an independent studio, you guys got the freedom to just be like, we want our game everywhere?
I mean, honestly, as part of the conversations about making this game, it was trying to get it in the hands of as many players as possible. And so for us, that means bringing it to Xbox. That means bringing it to Xbox Game Pass, Xbox on PC, but also PlayStation 5, Switch 2, and Steam.
Is the Switch 2 port going to be day and date, nice and frosty?
That's the plan.
That's you're like, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, spring 2027 is when we're going to be playing A Realm Beyond. I hope everybody's excited for it. I know I am. Guys, thank you so much for coming to IGN Live. Congrats on the reveal.
Thank you so much for having us. Couldn't be more excited to talk about it finally.
I know. We can't wait to have you guys back. For more on IGN Live and everything else video games, stick right here.